Hello and welcome to this 3C International live stream event where the guys from 3CI will aim to answer your questions about live streaming and how your physical events can be enhanced and in some cases replaced with professional live streaming. I'm Peter Mack and I've been broadcasting since biblical times, a very, very long time indeed. And I'm joined by Phil Bouchard, Business Director at 3C International. Phil.
Thanks, Peter. Much like yourself, I've had an extensive career in broadcasting, but also production. And at 3CI, we provide creative communications content to a range of local and international clients. Live streaming's always been around. It's been around for a while, of course, but it's becoming a much more important and necessary tool in the corporate and events communication space. And that's an area we're seeing a growing demand in. Right now, for instance, we're live, of course, and in our studio here we're using quite a simple setup, professional lighting and cameras and sound equipment. And of course, Peter, you're here to ask questions on our audience's behalf.
Okay, so let's get down to it. How easy is it to live stream, Phil?
Well, it's a great question because, of course, nowadays we all have live streaming capabilities built right into our smartphones. So the quick answer is live streaming is easy if you want to do something quick and simple. However, the trick, of course, is when you have a professional product or service to talk about and your audience needs to be clearly engaged with, then that's where a more professional solution should be considered. We've got a couple of flexible options that allow us to go anywhere and live stream from remote locations using 1, 2 or more cameras. And of course, with the advantages of 4G and fiber connectivity, we can design and deliver a program much like this one, pretty simply and easily.
So, Phil, what kind of events are clients looking to live stream?
We've had a number of live jobs over the years, from in-house corporate communications, membership roadshows for sports governing bodies, and live sporting events like the one you can see us filming at here behind us. Quite often, we've also gone live from physical events where audiences around the world have been able to tune in to seminars, keynotes, conferences, and the like. So back in the corporate world, of course, nowadays we can't see scenes like this where there's mass footfall at a global event. This is one that we live streamed from in America last year, towards the tail end of the year, in fact. And this was beamed out to the clients' Twitter pages, Facebook pages, and YouTube pages, and so on. And of course, it's not something that we'll be able to see for a short while now, and where live streaming of that information can, of course, play an important part.
That's very interesting because, of course, many large international conferences have been affected by the current situation, and I suppose it's important that the flow of business information should continue.
Yeah, I believe so. Whilst we may all have to keep our physical distance from one another and minimise the number of these large football events, companies who are delaying their events should really consider using live streaming options as a way to keep that information flowing, their expertise getting out there into the marketplace. Back in 2008, after that downturn, we saw far too many companies turning to their marketing budgets to make cuts during the financial crisis. What we're saying is you can't afford to stop communicating, and our live streaming solution is a great way to innovate from a physical event to a digital offering where you can keep up that momentum with your communications and your business development.
So thanks, we're getting some questions in now, a couple of questions from viewers. First of all, can you involve remote locations in the live stream?
It's a good question. You've preempted something that we're going to show you in a minute or two. Yes, absolutely you can. In this digital age that we live in, you can bring in a source into your live stream that could be from anywhere in the world, over a server or the internet or even via mobile phone technology. So the answer is yes, you can have a two-way conversation with people in foreign offices, or if they're working from home, or if your audience want to dial in and ask questions, that can also be achieved.
Excellent. Another question just in. Do you need to have fixed Ethernet connection and a high-speed internet connection?
If you have got that, then you're sitting pretty, because that is, of course, going to be the best quality line of communication that you can use to get your output out. But when you saw the pictures before, when we were live streaming from cricket pictures are quite often in remote locations and without that sort of hardwired connectivity that you might hope for. So we were using 4G routers, and with great telecommunications partners, you can achieve exactly the same high quality output just over a wireless connection.
Thanks, Phil. You're an interesting man who knows his stuff. And so the applications for live streaming are exciting. Before we wrap up, any chance for a quick look behind the scenes?
So of course, yes, without going into too much technical detail, here in our studio we've got 2 cameras, and if our director Tom behind the scenes cuts to this camera, you can see that we've got here a remote controlled camera in this corner of the studio that's controlled by Tom behind the scenes. And if we cut to the production desk itself, where we can see Tom at the moment, and our behind the scenes camera operator is running in there, and this is exactly the kind of execution we were talking about, where a mobile phone can be employed as the point of contact. And that's it really. So behind the scenes over there, we cut back to Tom quickly. We might be able to get a wave out of him, I'm not sure. Can we see him? Tom, are you there? No? Okay, all right. Well,
where are you, Tom?
Give us a wave. Oh, never mind. Okay, he's shy. His camera's shy.
Bless his heart. So thanks. It is amazing what you can do nowadays. Thanks for clearing all that up, all the live streaming questions, and for the techie tour, apart from the Tom bit where he didn't wave. If you want to learn more from Phil and the 3C International team, you can, of course, contact them for an informal chat.
And before you finish wrapping up, if there are any more questions, if there have been any more comments on our YouTube, Facebook, or LinkedIn pages, then I'll be online afterwards to clear anything up that might have come up in that regard. And
of course, this live stream event will remain available on demand. So if or any of your colleagues, any contacts that you think could benefit from this, then please do feel free to share. For now, that's it. And thank you so much for taking the time to watch. Bye-bye.